Hi folks, welcome back. I feel like crap, I really do. So basically, I've come up really quickly today just to kind of check on stuff but basically the past week, I've made a couple of really quick videos, but I can't spend any time outdoors without really regretting it. Hay fever this season is unbelievable. I've had lots of helpful comments, but trust me, when I say I've tried everything, I really do mean it. I am on every piece of medication going and more. So it's just one of those things. The first week of June, the grass pollen goes off the charts. I had some allergy testing done a while back and I was just off the charts to all the pollen. Everything is just like, I came in for the test and they were just like, wow, you're really allergic. And I was there with my eyes streaming, my nose going like, yeah, I know. I could have told you that. And there's just nothing they can do. I'm basically on everything you can get. The injection, by the way, has been banned. There's a steroid injection that lots of people mention. Completely banned because you're not meant to take it for hay fever. Anyway, so I've been basically just spent a week shut in the house, upstairs, windows closed, eyes itching, nose going, just miserable, really miserable. It's really gotten to me. It's really gotten to me. I think because this season in particular, I have just been loving the garden so much, and it feels a bit like, you know, when we went into lockdown. I just feel like I'm completely shut in and isolated from like the thing that just brings me so much joy. And I've come up today and it's that time of year where everything changes so quickly. And there's just a few, it looks unrecognizable. You know, there's a few things that I'm just like, oh God, look, like, let me show you this. It's gross. I have never seen black fly like this on the field beans. And it's that sort of thing where, you know, you just miss a week and oh, they can just explode. It is actually foul. Let me find the worst bit. Look, they're on the actual pods, and like most of the plants are like this. They're just absolutely black. I've definitely never seen anything quite like this in my years in the garden. And I guess, fortunately, the broad beans, over here at least, don't look quite so bad. There is a little bit, but I think neem oil has basically saved these. So there are a few little bits where they've arrived and they've started, but they've never really been able to fully get going. You know, you can actually see, look at this, that's a pod of broad bean. It's not just black, we're covered in black fly. So, hey, that's nice. But it's just like, I'm looking across these beds and everything looks different. A lot of it is good. I've just gone in the greenhouses, you know. I have been coming up, basically I have to come up in the morning to just double check the greenhouses every now and then. I've been leaving them open at night, which is, you know, I just said in a video the other day, I've been closing them and really attentive. All those brassicas down there, quite dry. This is just on my mind all the time. I'm like, those squashes and the brassicas, not the brassicas, the sweet corn, they needed to be out like a week ago, really. And, you know, a load of lettuce back here has died. Just looking really grim. A load of these brassicas have bolted just because I didn't get to them in time. What's going on in here? I haven't even looked in here. Oh, no. My holy basil died. The Ossamum sanctum. Oh, it dried out. Oh, the basil's looking dry. Oh, I'm gutted about that. Our favourite, everyone's favourite Ossamum sanctum. Oh, bloody hell, that's so annoying. Big chili's looking all right, at least. Big chili's still going. And the tomatoes are going strong. And look, like nothing is the end of the world here. Give it another week and probably the grass pollen this big spike will be going down. I think it might have started already because you can see I'm relatively able today. This is the best I've been all day. As soon as it kind of eased, I was like, I'm going to I need some time at the allotment. I just feel like I've been going stir crazy, you know, really been getting to me. And, like I say, it's not the end of the world. Things in there, they're going to bounce back if I get the squashes out there. They don't look completely root bound, but it's just really done a number on me. I've been so bloody stressed out, you know, and like, not only can I not get out and enjoy what I'm doing, I'm also like worried about, I can't even go in the garden. You know, I can't even enjoy our garden, and I'm like thinking about all the things in the greenhouse that do need to go out, and oh God, you know, what has happened while I've not been here. I've been kind of coming up every 2 days, basically splitting it. And, you know, I filmed that video on the quad grow in the morning And I regretted that all day. It was such a mistake. Oh, look at this as well. All these little things that I've not been able to get around to doing. And the codling moth, or whatever this is, I think it's a codling moth, is really taking hold in the apple tree. I can see these little cocoons all over the place. Quite a lot of aphids in the apple tree too. So it's just, just bloody hay fever. It's a flipping menace, honestly. When this is one of your favourite hobbies, you know, and you really enjoy being outside, I'm looking over here, I really want to get the sweet corn out, and I'm just too nervous I don't want to start today, because I know if I spend a bit too long outdoors, it comes back to bite me, you know, and the symptoms take hours to dissipate again. So I'm just having a quick little look over today, and well, I just thought I'd show you, really share the frustration. It's all about sharing the good and the bad, I think. You know, that's what this channel's about. It's not looking too bad over here, at least. I mean, it is quite funny seeing a lot of onion harvest around this time of year. You see any onions in there? Nope, me neither. But my parents have been continuing to put in some shifts, and this is all looking a little bit neater and tidier. I think this is where I'm going to put the sweet corn, but just not today. You know, look, I look at that long grass and I'm like, oh, get away, get away. I did take the black composting bin off the rhubarb the other day, and we've had so many harvests of this, and you can see it's still coming. It's still coming, absolutely gorgeous. I think there's maybe 3 or even 4 crowns in there, so it's due a split. Potatoes looking a bit raggedy, but I just, you know, this is normally a place I just love to be and love to spend time, and it fills me with joy. And at the moment, I'm just filled with worry, and I want to stick around because it gets so grim. Sort of like a mixed thing, you know. It's sort of nice being up. It is nice seeing it all again, and it's one of those things when I arrive at the allotment, I do quite often, you just get that nice sense of like, oh yeah, this is where I want to be. I can relax here, I'm going to spend a few hours doing whatever. And I just can't do that at the moment, you know. Just like, oh God, I'm here and I need to leave. I feel like I'm in danger. I know it sounds so dramatic, especially if you've never suffered with hay fever. But honestly, it can be so bad. I've had headaches, I've had the lot, I've just had everything. It is nice to see the brassicas are continuing to put on some growth. The peas over here still looking really good and strong. The ones at the back, the foxes, I mean, I'm glad that they went for these and not the good ones, but the foxes got in there the other day, just dug everything up. The pigeons have mullered a load of the lettuce down there. Oh, my eyes are starting. Yep, my eyes are starting. And I do want to get in and water the tomatoes and a few of the chilies as well. I can see a lot of aphids in here as well. They're really starting to take hold. Oh, it just all feels a bit out of control. You know, that's the thing, is this just feels completely outside of my control. And it's just really crap. It's really crap. I hate making videos like this. I like to make positive gardening videos, but sometimes I do feel like you gotta, you know, they're getting itchy. There was one thing I did want to do today, and that was harvest one of the lettuce, and I was thinking that they would look really good, and they do look really good. So that is going to be the one kind of saving grace of today. A little bit of caretaking of the tomatoes and chilies very quickly, and they look amazing. Like this one bed in particular is really starting to look like, to me, a nice allotment veg bed. You know, it's got a few little rows going on. There's a nice aesthetic going on here. This one on the other side with crappy cardboard path and the half germinated French beans, not so much, although this lettuce patch is looking nice, but nowhere near ready for harvest. So yeah, and less said about the field beans, the better. They are really genuinely quite scary. The blooming foxes have dug up the second line of carrots that I planted as well, so that's a bit annoying. But I think what I'll do, these are kind of heading lettuce and they're not quite ready, but well, there's no harm in taking one a little bit early, is there? There's still plenty of good eating on here. Just got to be careful. Oh my God! There is a massive moth hiding in this. That was a surprise. I didn't expect to see that. I was looking for slugs. Let's see if I can show you. Look at that big blighter. Looks like it might be a bit of maybe a herald or something like that. Maybe an angled shades, I'm not really sure. No expert on moths. That's a nice little... Oh God, my eyes are getting really bad. Do you want to know something funny as well? I can tell you a little secret. I've also come up today to get some tomatoes because that last video I did on the quad growth. So stupid. I planted 4 bush tomatoes without even thinking about it in the quad grow, which, you know, bush tomatoes get absolutely massive. They were Romas. And I've seen people grow a bush tomato in the quad grow and it's fine. But what I've come to get today is 2 indeterminate ones, cordon varieties, so that I can replace 2 of the bush tomatoes. You know, as soon as I finished recording on that one, I was just like, oh, what have you done? It's stupid. And hey, here's a little tip. So something a little bit more positive in today's video, but really good tip to remember to keep some water in your your watering cans in your greenhouse, especially if you're using things like pots like this and really tender plants like chilies. If you water them with really cold water straight from the mains, I mean, A, rainwater is better, but B, it can kind of shock the roots a little bit. So if you let the water warm up first, it can really make a difference actually. Good thing is, I mean, the tomatoes are surviving. Everything in here is surviving. It could be so much worse. And even if it was so much worse, it's, you know, one of those things you get back on the horse. Oh, I've just seen the potatoes are droughty. I need to definitely give those a water. And, you know, I'm reassured by the fact that it won't be long until the pollen has died down again to manageable levels. I can come back out and spend a lot more time. One of my favourite places to be. I guess the kind of message of this is it's very common that you don't get to spend as much time as you would like to or need to in your garden, but if you're going through one of those periods, don't fret, it will still be there when you get back. It might be fine, or it might be a case of starting again, but there's joy in that, isn't there? So coming up today has already made me feel a little bit better, although I'm a little bit scared and my eyes are really starting to go. So thank you ever so much for watching. An extra special thank you to my Chili Pepper tier patrons, Tony, Bill, Pam, Louise, Mel, Michael, Socks, Craig, and Denise. Thank you ever so much, and hopefully I'll see you again next time, and it'll be a bit more cheery.